Hey, I'm ToniBGrey and welcome to the Gray Area, where I talk about fashion, lifestyle, beauty, and everything in the gray area. As you can see, I am gray, so it is the gray area. So today I have an exciting, more exciting video for me than it might be. Now, everybody's going to be excited about this. I scored my dream luxury handbag, and I want to talk about how I did it. Stay tuned. Y'all, I want to start with a little story time about what I might have said, and I think I said it, that I was going to purchase a Chanel bag. I know I made that statement. That was a big statement. I made that statement on my luxury want list, or my luxury wish list for 2021, 2022, right? Well, anyway, it's been on my list since about 2009. And I talked about the Cartier on there. I talked about the Chanel handbag, and I might have been able to buy it like 10 times before the price has gone up, and up. So let me cut to the chase and get to the story. A friend of mine was talking about my luxury wish list, and she was telling me what she wanted. I think she was talking about Hermes and Chanel. So I was like, yeah, I want the classic handbag. I want the classic lambskin Chanel bag with gold hardware. And she was like, yeah, oh, so maybe we might have talked about that on a Thursday. When she called back, she was like, Tony, it's going to be a price increase. And we're always talking about how these prices are going up, and up. So I was just like, well, if it goes up to $10,000 plus, you can just count me out. I'm not going to have one. It's just going to be one of those things that I was like, oh, I didn't get it. And I'm there on a couple of items, and we'll talk about that in a future video. So anyway, so she was like, no, she was like, they're doing the price increase. I'm going to call all around, because she has all these relationships with essays and things like all around the country. So I was just like, okay, well, I'll just bum a ride with you, basically. Like, you get your essay, I'll purchase one if we come up with one. I think before the price increase they were like $8,500. I'm not for sure, because I really didn't I didn't add that on my luxury wish list. I said I was going to get one, and it might have been the large that I showed on the camera. So we're talking, and she goes, Tony, I found one. No, I found one. And I said, where? And she goes, in Orlando. And I was like, okay, maybe I would just drive there, because I live in Florida. So I was like, oh, I can just drive to Orlando. It's like the closest boutique to me. So I was like, maybe I'll drive there. I was like, I want to do the whole, walk into the boutique, have the whole experience, do the whole presentation, all that, right? So I'm planning maybe to make this like a trip in about 2 weeks. I wasn't going to do it like it was a Thursday. I was definitely not going to pick up and go and do it on Saturday. That takes some thought, and y'all know that. So I'm thinking. So all week I'm watching, I watch a lot of handbag resellers, or resell vintage, pre-loved type videos, and sometimes they do live. So there's this one in particular that I watched, and she just happened to have like a really big Chanel bag, and I was like, that looks like a jumbo, that looks like a lambskin, that looks like in great condition. So I was thinking, like, no, I said in my video, and I told my followers that I was not going to buy a pre-loved Chanel bag. I wanted to go into the store, have the experience, all this and that. So anyway, I think June, I think it was June when I saw this. So weeks passed. I even forgot to even go to the Chanel store and go and do this experience, because I still wasn't sold on spending like $8,500 or $8,900 on the bag. So I was just like, okay, well, the price increased. So at that point I thought I was out of the game. So let me set you up for the timeline. I saw that bag in May or June. The price increase happened either in June or July. And then I just thought back. I was just like, okay, I saw that bag. Maybe I should contact the the vintage company, the luxury handbag resellers, and see if they still have the bag. Well, she sent me some pictures, and I think this was before everybody knew that they literally were going to lose their mind and hike the price up to about $11,000. So I call her, and she said, I have the bag, I'll send you pictures, da 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 da. And so in the back of my head, I was like, if this bag is bent up, I'm gonna be so mad. If it has one scratch mark on it, I'm gonna be real mad. And I was like, I didn't know if I should trust someone like that with this amount of money. So she emails me the price. She texts me the price, or Instagram DMs me the price, and I go, about $77,000, and that's about $3,000 less than it is at the boutique. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. So she takes pictures of all angles of what I'm about to unveil for you. It did not come in the box. It came in a really clean, nice dust bag, and this is how it went. I got it, and I gotta continue to go through the story because this is story time. But this is a Maxi Chanel Classic Flat Bag with gold hardware, made in, we'll all be knowing that at the same time, double flap. Is that a double flap? Yeah. Yep, I guess. Made in, y'all, I can't see a thing. I think in Italy. It was made in Italy. Made in Italy in pristine condition. Well, at the time, I wasn't touching this bag. I didn't see this bag. I was just viewing pictures through my DMs or whatever. So my friend, who is the luxury connoisseur, goes, hey, I had a friend, because actually she turned me on to this, to the luxury reseller. So she goes, I had a friend and they sent her the pictures of this bag. So I got some pictures, but they weren't the same pictures that my friend's friend, who is a very, very good client of this particular reseller. Well, I go, that looks good. I mean, like, she had all of the corners, everything. I mean, it looked great. So I took a chance. I go, like, how much is it? She goes, $7,100 or $7,800. I can't remember the exact price. And that won't matter because the price has gone up in luxury resale as well. So whatever it was, she said if it was $7,600 or $7,500, it was in that price range, and I grabbed it. I just said, hey, I did not tell my husband. Start with that. I didn't tell my husband, and I was just like, well, how do I get it and how do I pay for it? Because they were talking about the second layer of this story. I was like, ooh, I gotta call him and like kind of like approve a luxury purchase out of, a big one. I didn't know how I was going to justify it or talk about it. Well, she said, just give me a deposit to hold it, right? So I think I shot her like $500. Serious. She was like, it's yours. Wrote my name on it. Sent me the receipt and said, you have. I didn't ask her for any of the particulars. I just was asking for a couple of days. She said, you have 6 months to pay for it. And I was like, whoo, Lord, thank you, Jesus. I went, okay, I can do this. I didn't know I could do this, but I said, I can do this. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. So she said, you have 6 months to pay, and I paid for it. How I paid for it, that's my business. But I did pay for it. So she broke it down into some really good payment terms. Now, I don't know if $2,500 or whatever the amounts of, however you divide it up into 6 months. But I got it before my birthday, and to do the easy math, I got it. It's been sitting in the same bag at the same time. This is a true, a semi unboxing because I haven't used it. I haven't taken it for a test drive. I saved it for my video. I got this bag back in 2021. I got the bag in 2021. I got it before my birthday, or maybe right before Christmas. So that would be, it took me like about 4 to 6 months to pay for it. So I just did it in easy payments, and it didn't hurt so bad. Like, it just, like, to swipe my American Express for $8,000 to $10,000, I didn't want to do that, and this just worked out for me. I'm saying it worked out for me because it wouldn't have worked out for me if this thing wasn't in pristine condition. I mean, like literally like everything. So me being my nitpicky self, what I did was I said, hey, does it have any scratches? Hey, does it have the the certification card? She goes, I don't think so. But this is a really legit luxury wholesaler that I will leave down in the description box. I have a very good relationship with her. I don't do this often. I don't know what else I'd be looking for there, but I'll tell you the truth when I find it. Okay, so anyway, she goes, I don't think we have the identification card. So I go, oh, okay. You know, that was like strike two. The bag's perfect, but I was like, oh God, what would I do without that? So anyway, I just took the chance, kept paying for it, I paid for it within the time period, and I got it home and just was blown away when I opened the box. So open the box, start to look at everything about the bag, and guess what I found? The identification card for my dream bag. So she did more than exceed my expectations on what this bag is supposed to be, how the condition that it was in. It was like so lightly loved. I don't know if they even loved it because they gave it to me. I won't kiss it because I have lipstick on, but it was so lightly loved. It was for me. And my friend kids all the time, she was like, you got the last one, friend. You got the last good, not bent up bag. Because I always say, hey, don't buy bent up bags. But she was like, your bag is not bent up. And so I got it, and I was like, no joke. It is in pristine condition. It looks like it came from the box that I don't have, that I would have loved to have. But it is great. So what I plan to do with this, I don't know. I just have been in shock and in love with it, and I have not carried it yet. It's not winter, and I haven't been able to I haven't taken it to work, and I actually plan on using it at work. So that's what I want to do. But I mean, like, y'all congratulate me and feel how I want you to feel. Just jealous, and I mean, just all the good feels. I'm gonna hug it for everybody. But anyway, that was my little story time. I know there's a million unboxings out there, but this one was special and dear to my heart, and I had to eat some of my words. So I had to come on here and tell y'all what happened. So if you want to, you know, call my reseller, I'm going to have the information down in the bio. And before we go any further, I know you guys probably want to know, this is a Zara kimono set. It came in the 2-piece. I love it, and there's no longer. I think I got it back in. I know I got it back in 2021, but they have things that are similar to this all the time. But I love it, and I love you guys, and be great.